crowds in any sport. Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. This is Derrick Henry, and they're able to get this one across the 35.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll get this to Nwangu. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Oh, that's a big let-off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a 1st down, but for big yardage as well.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. One play action. Fields out to his left. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Fields. Buying time to his left. And Fields going to have the 1st down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Derrick Henry. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Fields. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Off play action. Fields. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the fourth quarter. But here, it's happening early. A definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this first quarter already. And now after that completion, they're set up 1st and goal.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. This opening drive has taken him to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown. Derrick Henry. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Cook not going to accomplish much. Call it no gain. 2nd down coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A give. This is Cook. Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
On 2nd down, it's Henry, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. The big back Derrick Henry held out of the end zone. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Kaepernick going to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they'll get him down up past the 15. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Handoff comes to Cook. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach?
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone.
And he got there in a hurry.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. 64 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half.
A good run there off right tackle in old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
First down and much more for Henry. Past the 20.
You got to love it, baby.
Touchdown, Chicago. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. So that'll back them up 5. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting...
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Eluding the pressure right. Going for Burton, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bears! Trey Burton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they... Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Nicked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley. And the Bears are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Fields. They'll roll him out right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. 2nd and 16. Back to throw. Fields. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Flushed out right. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available and incompletion as a result.
Nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Cook. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Again, it's Cook. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. Now Kaepernick. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Reuben Foster picks it. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
On 2nd and a yard. Fields flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. Here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 2nd down and 7. Now Fields. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Derrick Henry. touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bears go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Santos with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground? And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Throwing his Kaepernick on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
131 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Again, it's Henry. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Hey, go. Check right 45. Drop this. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45.
Here's Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery.
Touchdown! David Montgomery, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Khalil Mack. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now Kaepernick. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away.
He's going to field this at the 4. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Steps away to his left. His throw incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. 20. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return. A scoop and score for the Vikings. Now the try here for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
3rd and long. It's Fields. Forced out to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
nearly a huge return. As it is, still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And
for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And the Vikings are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
On 1st down, Kaepernick. Quickly to Thielen here. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Kaepernick now to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. Now a run with Cook. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They run it again with Cook. And he loses the football the 2nd time. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
45. Mike, 45. And let's pin him in. Full strength. Check 45. Check 45 to Mike. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Check 15. Check 15.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Play action. It's Fields. And Fields going to have the 1st down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Back to the air, Fields on 2nd down. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.